Carol Burnett has been a household name for decades, known for her infectious humor, incredible talent, and the way she could make millions of people laugh with just a glance or a gesture. But behind the bright lights, the applause, and the iconic television moments, her life has quietly carried its share of trials. Now at 92, the legendary comedian and actress has revealed a side of her life that fans rarely see. A story filled with challenges, emotional hurdles, and moments that are deeply human. Despite her decades-long career, filled with awards, honors, and unforgettable performances, Carol's personal journey hasn't always been easy. Family struggles, health concerns, and the passage of time have all left their marks. While she has spent a lifetime bringing joy to others, her recent experiences show that even those who appear larger than life are not immune to hardship. What's happening in her life today is both heartbreaking and inspiring. A reminder that resilience is just as important as talent, and that every laugh sometimes masks unseen struggles. Friends, colleagues, and those closest to her describe a woman who has faced aging with both courage and vulnerability. Her health, her living situation, and the emotional challenges that come with getting older have all been part of this latest chapter. Yet even amid these trials, Carol's strength, humor, and warmth continue to shine through, offering lessons about perseverance, grace, and the true meaning of legacy. What exactly is happening with Carol Burnett at 92? And why is this update leaving fans shocked, emotional, and even in tears? The story is a mix of love, loss, reflection, and hope, and it reveals a side of Carol that few have witnessed before. Carol Burnett has always been a figure larger than life. From her early days performing on stage to becoming the heart of the Carol Burnett Show, she captured the imagination and hearts of millions. Her infectious laughter, impeccable timing, and ability to turn even the simplest moments into comedy gold earned her a place in television history. For decades, fans admired her not just for her talent, but for the warmth and humanity she brought to the screen. Behind the makeup, the costumes, and the laughter, however, lay a woman who had faced profound struggles. Struggles that only become more pronounced as one grows older. At 92, Carol's life is a mix of cherished memories and the realities of aging. While she continues to inspire admiration and affection from fans worldwide, recent updates about her health, living situation, and personal life have brought a different kind of attention. For someone who has spent her life making others laugh, the quiet, private moments of vulnerability remind us that even the strongest, most resilient individuals face challenges. Aging can bring physical limitations, moments of isolation, and emotional trials that are often invisible to the outside world. For Carol, these challenges are compounded by a lifetime of giving herself fully to her career and audience. Sometimes at the expense of personal comfort, friends, and colleagues who have remained close to Carol describe her as both enduring and tender, a woman who approaches life with humor and grace, but also with a keen awareness of its fragility. She has faced losses that would shake anyone, from the passing of loved ones to the inevitable shifts that come with aging. Yet despite the hardships, she has approached each day with a combination of fortitude and humility. This resilience is part of what has allowed her to remain a beloved figure even as decades have passed since her peak television years. Her current health situation has prompted concern among fans. While Carol has always been active, both physically and socially, age inevitably brings limitations. Mobility can become more challenging, energy levels fluctuate, and the simple routines of daily life require more thought and effort. Still, Carol approaches these changes with her characteristic humor, finding ways to maintain independence and dignity even when the world around her feels different from the one she knew in her prime. Family remains central to Carol's sense of stability and comfort. Over the years, she has built close relationships that provide support and companionship, helping her navigate the emotional highs and lows of life. Though she has experienced loss and moments of isolation, the love and attention of those she trusts most have been a grounding force. These relationships offer her reassurance, laughter, and a sense of continuity, a reminder that even as the years pass, bonds of affection remain a vital source of strength. In addition to family, Carol continues to reflect on her extraordinary career. She has often spoken about the joy of creating laughter, the privilege of performing for audiences, and the sense of purpose that her work has given her. Now in her 90s, these reflections carry an added weight. She remembers the challenges behind the scenes, the long hours, the sacrifices, and the moments when life tested her resolve. But she also recalls the incredible satisfaction of knowing that she brought happiness to countless people, an achievement that remains unmatched in its scope and significance. As the world witnesses Carol Burnett at 92, there is a profound mixture of awe and empathy. Awe for her lifelong accomplishments, the joy she has provided, and the legacy she has built. Empathy for the challenges she now faces, the physical and emotional realities of aging, and the private struggles that are often hidden behind public admiration. Her story is a powerful reminder that even those who seem invincible carry their own burdens, in that the passage of time affects everyone, no matter how legendary. As Carol Burnett navigates life at 92, the world sees only glimpses of her day-to-day reality. For decades, she existed in the public eye as a figure of boundless energy, humor, and generosity. But behind that familiar smile lies the quiet reality of aging. Friends who visit her home describe a life filled with cherished routines, small comforts, and the occasional frustration that comes with physical limitations. Tasks that were once second nature now require more effort, yet Carol approaches them with patience and determination. Even in these moments, her sense of humor never fades. She jokes about misplacing glasses, forgetting names, and the small indignities of getting older, reminding everyone that laughter remains a powerful tool for resilience. Her health, though carefully managed, is naturally affected by time. Mobility has become slower, and days that demand more energy can leave her feeling tired. Simple walks or extended social engagements now require planning and assistance. Yet, rather than succumbing to frustration, Carol has adapted. Her home has been adjusted for comfort, allowing her independence while ensuring safety. Those closest to her emphasize that she values maintaining her dignity above all, refusing to let age dictate how she lives. In a way, her approach mirrors the spirit she displayed on screen. Resourceful, resilient, and determined to remain in control of her own life. Family continues to play a central role in her well-being. Carol has always been open about the importance of her children and grandchildren, the relationships that provide both joy and a sense of purpose. Visits from loved ones are highlights of her weeks, filled with laughter, storytelling, and quiet conversations that offer emotional grounding. At 92, these connections are more valuable than ever, serving as anchors in a life that has seen both the heights of fame and the inevitable challenges of growing older. While she treasures these moments, Carol also cherishes solitude, a space where she can reflect on her life, her achievements, and the many lessons she has learned along the way. The emotional aspect of aging is another reality Carol faces. Loneliness, moments of doubt, and reflections on the passage of time can weigh heavily, even for someone who has spent a lifetime making others laugh. Friends describe her as thoughtful and reflective, someone who confronts the emotional complexities of life head-on. She often revisits memories of her career, remembering the challenges behind the cameras as well as the triumphs on stage. This mix of reflection, nostalgia, and self-awareness defines her daily life, creating a portrait of a woman who is deeply human, profoundly resilient, and unafraid to confront the truth of her circumstances. Despite these challenges, Carol's legacy continues to shine brightly. Even in her 90s, she remains a source of inspiration for countless fans around the world. Her work has transcended generations, creating laughter, joy, and a sense of connection for millions. The lessons she imparts now are not only about comedy or performance, but about life itself. The importance of perseverance, finding joy in small moments, and facing each day with courage. Fans express admiration not only for what she achieved, but for how gracefully she navigates this stage of life, demonstrating that resilience, dignity, and humor are timeless qualities. Carol's story at 92 is a reminder that even the most celebrated and beloved individuals experience the same vulnerabilities, the same challenges, and the same need for care, connection, and compassion. Her life is a testament to enduring strength, the power of humor, and the importance of cherishing relationships. It also reminds us that every smile, every laugh, and every performance comes from a person who has weathered challenges, confronted fears, and continued to move forward despite the passing of time. As Carol Burnett continues to navigate life at 92, her story resonates on a deeply human level. While the world remembers her for the laughter she brought into living rooms across the globe, those closest to her describe a life that balances joy with the quiet realities of aging. The same determination and discipline that propelled her career have now become essential tools for managing her daily life. Tasks that were once effortless, climbing stairs, preparing meals, or attending events, now require patience, careful planning, and sometimes assistance. Yet through it all, she maintains a level of independence that many admire, proving that resilience is not confined to youth. Carol's home life reflects a thoughtful approach to aging. Her surroundings are arranged to provide both comfort and safety, with familiar objects and mementos offering stability and a sense of identity. Photographs, awards, and personal memorabilia fill her space, each item telling a story of dedication, perseverance, and creative brilliance. Even in moments of vulnerability, these objects serve as reminders of a life well lived. Friends note that her home is not just a residence, it is a sanctuary, a place where she can reflect, recharge, and honor the journey she has undertaken for nearly a century. Social connections remain crucial to Carol's emotional well-being. Family visits, phone calls from friends, and the occasional public appearance provide moments of engagement and connection that she cherishes. At the same time, she values solitude, recognizing that introspection and quiet reflection are essential to understanding one's own needs and emotions. This balance between engagement and privacy is key to maintaining her mental health, and it mirrors the grace and wisdom she has exhibited throughout her career. Even as she ages, Carol demonstrates that the way one manages relationships, boundaries, and personal space is just as important as physical health in ensuring overall well-being. Health challenges, though natural with age, are approached with pragmatism. Carol has faced the limitations of her body without resentment, adapting routines and activities to her current capabilities. She continues to move, to stretch, and to engage in activities that keep her active, while also recognizing when rest and recuperation are necessary. This approach reflects a deep understanding of the body's needs, as well as the importance of preserving quality of life over clinging to past physical abilities. Her attitude embodies the same resilience she showed during the height of her career, but applied to the realities of aging. Beyond her personal life, Carol's influence continues to shine. Even at 92, she remains a cultural icon, admired for her contributions to entertainment and the joy she has provided for generations. Her life story, marked by talent, determination, laughter, and now vulnerability, offers lessons in courage, persistence, and the ability to find meaning at every stage. For fans, the emotional impact of her current experiences is profound. It reminds them that aging, while challenging, is a natural part of life, and that even the most extraordinary individuals encounter moments of fragility, reflection, and adaptation. Carol Burnett's journey at 92 is not just about the difficulties she faces, but about the grace with which she faces them. She exemplifies a life lived fully, one that embraces laughter, creativity, resilience, and authenticity. The public sees her as a legendary entertainer, but her private life reveals a woman who continues to navigate challenges with strength, dignity, and humor. In doing so, she offers an inspiring example of how to embrace the later years of life with courage, reflection, and heart. At 92, Carol Burnett's life is a mixture of reflection, gratitude, and quiet perseverance. While the world sees her as a comedy legend, the private reality of aging has brought both challenges and profound lessons. Her days are no longer filled with the relentless pace of television production, live performances, or media appearances. Instead, she moves through a rhythm dictated by health, family, and the need for balance. Even as she experiences the natural limitations that come with age, she has not lost her essence. The laughter, the warmth, and the sharp wit that have defined her career remain ever present, though expressed in more subtle ways. Friends and family note that Carol's emotional resilience is perhaps as remarkable as her talent. Over the years, she has faced loss, disappointment, and the inevitable solitude that accompanies aging. Yet she approaches these moments with grace and perspective, often using humor as a lens through which to understand life's difficulties. The same skill that allowed her to make millions laugh also enables her to navigate the emotional landscape of later life with dignity. This blend of vulnerability and strength creates a portrait of a woman who has learned to embrace life fully, including its most difficult aspects. Carol's health, while naturally affected by age, is managed with care and intentionality. Mobility is approached cautiously, energy is balanced with rest, and medical needs are addressed proactively. Friends emphasize that she maintains an active mind, engaging in reading, correspondence, and reflection, which sustains both her mental acuity and emotional well-being. These routines, while quieter than her earlier career, are vital, allowing her to continue living with independence and purpose. Even small activities, like tending to a favorite chair by the window or revisiting old sketches and photographs, offer comfort and continuity. Reminders of a life richly lived, the significance of family and close friends cannot be overstated. At this stage, their presence provides both practical support and emotional sustenance. Carol's relationships with loved ones bring joy, reassurance, and a sense of belonging. They are sources of laughter, companionship, and gentle care, qualities that sustain her as she moves through the inevitable stages of aging. These connections are a testament to her lifelong understanding of the importance of human bonds, the same bonds that often inspired her performances and comedic timing. While fame brought her admiration, it is the love of those closest to her that grounds her daily life. Reflecting on Carol Burnett's journey at 92 also highlights the enduring power of her legacy. She has not only entertained generations, but has demonstrated the value of resilience, humor, and authenticity in every stage of life. Her current circumstances remind fans that even icons face challenges, that aging carries both vulnerability and opportunity, and that life's later years can be approached with dignity and reflection. The lessons she imparts now extend beyond the entertainment world. They are lessons about embracing life's complexities, maintaining humor in adversity, and finding joy and purpose even in quieter moments. Ultimately, Carol Burnett's story at 92 is one of remarkable humanity. Her life continues to inspire because she embodies perseverance, laughter, and grace, proving that a person's impact is measured not only by their achievements, but by the courage, dignity, and authenticity they display in the face of life's trials. While fans may feel sorrow at the challenges she faces, there is also a profound admiration for the way she continues to navigate aging with strength and heart. Carol Burnett remains a beacon of light, a woman who has brought joy to millions and continues to show the world the true meaning of resilience, love, and enduring legacy.